Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. For Darrell Patterson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. In there. Play stand as it happens. They decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Trying the left side with Warren. Wow, lots of room on the first snap. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got a gain of 6 there. Stopped by Deion Henley.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Back to the well again. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Browns kick is up and good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Another try following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers take possession. On 1st down, they'll run. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. 4th down. Oh, he lost the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 45 on 2nd down. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. He's dropping back to throw. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 19 tight, ready?
Pass play coming here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
On the double. Cougar 19. Here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catch made by Austin. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Thought he had a touchdown there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Running back sent in motion left. It's caught, Warren. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd down.
It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. This is Johnson heading right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. They'll run with Johnson. And he'll go out, no gain on the run. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision. Dicker connects there. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Return starts from the goal line. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go line, set.
Play action now for Herbert. He lofts it deep left. He's got it deep downfield. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
Ready.
Plowing up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Darius Slay with the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Run.
Another carry for him. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Ray. Go. Ready.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is clean, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Back now, pressure on its way. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Benjamin St-Juste getting up to end that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
60 Bison, 60.
They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Play action on 1st down. Warren's got it, complete. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
On 2nd down, Warren. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Throw on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers driving for a score and a halftime lead.
Set.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Herbert now off the play fake. He's throwing deep to the left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Minkah Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take possession off their 2nd interception of the game. Now, hang on a minute. I'm upset for this quarterback. They just declined that call, Brock.
Boy, if I was the quarterback who threw the incompletion and my coach declined it, I'd be right over there asking for an explanation and maybe his resignation.
Ooh. To throw here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He throws a bullet down the right side. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ram. Go.
Back to the air. Herbert. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go, set.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Cut at the 10-yard line. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes out to the left. Now here he goes. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Darius Slay with the stop. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Set. Baylor tight. Set.
Herbert with a blitz coming. He beams one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He brings in the fair catch, and as he does it, we'll see what this penalty flag is all about. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Pack the 60.
Warren running between the tackles. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
12. 21. 5-9. Set.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Hits his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Running back sent in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Completed to his running back. Breaks free in the center of the field. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Elijah Molden. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Cougar 19, set up.
Austin put in motion right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
79 Broncos.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Set. Hook.
Dropping back to throw. Austin's there to haul it in. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. And up.
He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
A give left side to Warren. Down the sideline inside the 40. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's go. Set go.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Go.
On 2nd and 4. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. but the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10, Herbert trying again. Buys time. He loses the football. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Pass play now. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
This is Warren, headed right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Oh no, they get him yet again. A lot of grass ahead. And the Steelers get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers continue piling it on here in the 4th. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They'll run here on 1st down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Trying for the deep ball. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Motioning the tight end now. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And once again, they can't connect. This one misses the tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Into the hands of Conklin. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Herbert to throw once more. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
On the run right, throwing deep down the... He's got it! Looks like the feeder rebounds too! Oh, I don't believe it! One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Herbert from the gun. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker on now for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. They're going down swinging. We see here getting ready for an onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 by 6. 60. Shut up.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's Pickens with a catch out right. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. From the red zone now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Setting up a throw. Has it down close. That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State, good for a chunk of yards and a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So the incompletion on first, here's 2nd and goal. Flush down out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did.
And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Boswell to add the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Steelers continue piling on to this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Deep down that left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Forced out to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert now off the play fake. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Big gain downfield. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Getting out to his left. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
21. Ready.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Oh no, he lost control of another one. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Chargers picked up the fumble and ran it home. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers looking at a 3-0 start to the season. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Go! Go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Steelers keep running away with this. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue adding on to that lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
5-9, 5-9. Ray. Set.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 30. First down, Chargers.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's second and long. It's Herbert once more. Escapes the pocket. And they pick him off again. Darius Slay has it. And the Steelers regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go now.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, it's an interception. He breaks the tackle. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashed.
Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, Golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close.